last person, and I know everybody's mouth's probably gonna drop. Jela. Yes.
They look like what you got on your head.
So the episode begins with Rollie being a mean old bat to Slim. I mean, she is grilling that emaciated hoe. She's like, do you want to be the assistant or nah? You ain't gonna hold me, bitch. What you want to do? What you won't do? And then this bitch, ooh, Slim, not a good picture, not a good outfit. You need to put some makeup on because you look like a man here. But she's all like, well, if this is the only way I can stay here, then I guess I'll be the assistant. Bitch, you a better woman than I'll ever be. Because I cannot sit there and be talked to like that. No, you should have threw something at that big bitch. Okay! So then Chinny Chinny Cocoa Puff gonna insert herself being like, oh, well, I'm a businesswoman. And do you guys have a contract or a written agreement? Bitch, you know damn well they ain't got no contract or written agreement. This is some stupid ass storyline plot shit that don't have any legal binding whatsoever. So then Natalie, moves her attention to Diamond because Diamond is going through a lot, as we know. She was crying the previous episode about how all the girls were fighting and it's just too much for her and she has real shit going on. Her aunt is in the hospital, okay, which is really sad. So she says that she has to go home to tend to her. And I'm sad to see Diamond the Body go because she does provide entertainment. But at the end of the day, the season will go on without you. I mean, you added a lot, but you didn't add as much as you did for Baddies Caribbean. Like, you kind of were Baddies Caribbean. In Baddies Midwest, you were like a co-star. Like, there was other people that got other shit going on more interesting than you on this season. But I like the blonde wig. So then Natalie announces that a girl is going to be sent home, and it is Buzz Lightyear, a.k.a. Lord Farquaad, a.k.a. Emma. And honestly, it is no surprise, honey. I mean, they gave you a chance, a couple episodes ago. They said you got to step it up, stand out more. And you didn't do shit else different, okay? And true T, when they say you need to stand out more, it means you need to get in more fights, okay? That's what boring means. Boring means you're not fighting enough. And you should have just started knocking bitches for no motherfucking reason. Like, that's the key. It's really not that hard to stay on baddies once you get on the show. Just fight. Literally, fight. You could even fight the OGs. They just want somebody to bring drama and chaos. And girl, you missed the assignment. You had the perfect opportunity with Scotty. Because the fans like me have been wanting to put fire under Scotty's ass to make her work for her damn money besides in Lemmy's bedroom. And you disappointed me. You disappointed me. And then, she's saying that, I have a lot of stuff going on with my father, and that's why, I'm not all the way here. And I get that. I'm so sorry. But listen, if you have stuff going on in your personal life, Baddies is not for you. So next, Natalie announces that there's actually 3 girls that are on the chopping block to get eliminated after Emma. And the first girl she mentions, which really kind of took me for a loop, is remedial ass, short bus, stinky ass Summer. Okay, I was like, damn, like she's low-key the star of the season, even though I can't stand her, but I'm just being real. But apparently she's just doing the absolute most behind the scenes, pissing and throwing up everywhere, being difficult. I don't know. They kind of gave a vague explanation, but basically behind the scenes, she's doing a lot, okay? Doing a lot, and it's too much. So the next girl that Natalie names that's going to be on the chopping block, this shook me to my core. Like, I was like, I clutched my pearls. And it's Cisco, a.k.a. Jela. And I'm like, oh my God. Natalie said that it was because she's been kind of boring and not really standing out. And it's true. She's kind of just been fading in the background. She really hasn't had any storylines besides fighting Ivory or Big Lex that one time. But that was like 10 episodes ago. Besides that, she ain't been doing shit. So yeah, and I guess she's resting on her laurels as being the OG, but you can't be doing that, honey. You can't be doing that. So, yeah. And everybody in the room is just like, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it was a shock, but hey, I mean, it should be assigned to all you hoes, all the OGs, that none of y'all is safe. True T, the only one that's truly safe is Scotty, besides Natalie. Scotty, like I said, she doesn't do her big one on the show, but she does her big one on Lemmy's dick. So next, Natalie says that Stewie, a.k.a. Jaden, is on the chopping block. But it was funny because they're like, where is Jaden? Where is Jaden? She wasn't even in the fucking room. And I'm like, well, there you go. Because, you know, she's boring. And it's true. She is boring. She's not contributing anything. Anything, nothing, nada, zilch. So then Natalie announces that she's going to give a baddies chain out. And she gives it to Big Lex, honey. Yay! And it's no surprise. She should have got it when Jasmine Renee got it, but you know, it is what it is. So, Summer puts it on, Big Lex's neck. It was cute. It was cute. And that is how the scene ends. So, in the next morning, Jasmine Renee and Lex say bye to Emma. You know, they're like, oh, I wish you could stay. You know, that's my girl. I'm sad. Da, 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 da. And then they cut to Rollie and the other girls having a house meeting about Slim. So Bad Dolly starts telling Rollie about Slim on the bus, saying that, you know, Summer initially wanted to be nice to her, but once Slim came with the, you know, rah, rah, rah energy on the bus, Summer responded in kind. Akbar says that she feels that Slim is being bullied. And I was like, oh, wow, that's actually very nice of you, Akbar. And it's true, Slim is being bullied. She's being very, very, very bullied by these mean, dusty old whores. But Bad Dolly's like, well, no, Hannah. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. We know you have an alliance with Summer. Bitch, Slim is being bullied. Sit down, fix your hand and fix your face. But then Slim walks into the room, honey. And yeah, so they're just basically, you know, talking about Slim some more. Ivory sticks up for Slim and says, look, everybody's acting like Slim is supposed to be their assistant. It's like, no, she's only supposed to be Rollie's assistant. And even if she is an assistant, that doesn't mean you can just talk to her any old kind of crazy way. And I'm like, absolutely, absolutely. But Rollie is like, bitch, I don't want to hear any sympathy from Slim. She talked about my son and she's a bitch and basically saying that y'all can treat her any kind of way. I don't really give a fuck. And I'm like, girl, shut up, bitch. She only mentioned your son because you talked about her dead dad and then accused her dead dad of inappropriately touching her. Like, you did the absolute most, you stupid bitch. So then finally Slim actually starts standing up for herself and she basically is like, fuck this assistant position, fuck this, fuck that. But Slim, you had the perfect opportunity to charge right at Rollie's head there. Oh, yeah, that would have been so good. That's the shit I would have done if I was you, Slim. I would have clocked that bitch. Maybe, you know what? In fact, I would have spit on the hoe. Okay, spit and then clobber. Okay, while she's distracted by the spit, you clobber her in the face. Okay, and then I'd be like, fuck this, I'm out. And you go out with the bang, honey. That's what you should have done, hoe. That's what you should have done. But no, you storm off and have your moment, and that's that. So next these hoes arrive to a farm, petting zoo, whatever. And basically, they talk and inform Jaden that she's on the chopping block, basically because she's boring. And Jaden's like, how the fuck am I boring when everybody's laughing at my jokes? And it's like, bitch, that doesn't equate to being, you know, not boring. Boring means you're not fighting enough. Get it through y'all stupid ass heads. So then Nunu, you know, starts talking to Anna and Biggie about the beef. Yada, yada, yada. They kind of go back and forth. Nothing really happens. And then in the next scene, Natalie and Jela have a talk. Jayla feels some sort of way about being put on the chopping block and feels like, bitch, I'm an OG and I shouldn't even, I've already proven myself. I don't need to prove myself anymore. And I'm like, bitch, mistake number one, honey, mistake number one. Don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. And I get the air that Natalie is kind of enjoying putting y'all OGs in y'all's place and making y'all squirm a little bit. I honestly feel like she is. I feel like Natalie is noticing too that y'all hoes are getting a little too comfortable. And she likes it, even though Natalie's telling you, oh, you're my best friend. Nah, Natalie, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And you think that Jayla is boring and you want her to step it up. I mean, at least, you know, she's telling her and not just going to eliminate her out of nowhere, but you know what it is. And Natalie basically says that, look, when you're in the club, like, you're not really standing out, you know, when people pay $150 to come see us and you're just kind of sitting there bopping. And Natalie's like, bitch, is this how you're going to act when you have your own bookings? Kind of feeling like she's just riding the baddies' coattails and doesn't really do too much. But when it's her booking, she's going to do a lot. You know what I mean? But then Natalie informs her that they're going to go have a booking tonight where there's going to be a boxing ring and they are going to be, you know, battling for their spot. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then these tricks pull up to a cornfield, okay? And Natalie announces that the first girl that makes it out of the cornfield wins $5,000. And they're like, oh my god, let's go, let's go. And pretty much a whole bunch of bullshit happens. Some of the girls are cheating. Rollie doesn't even go because she's afraid of cornfields. And once they get outside of the cornfield, there's no real winner that's announced. I don't even know, like, Natalie said they're all cheaters, so does that mean no one gets the $5,000? And then, you know, Natalie announces that they're gonna next go on a hayride, honey. So they get on the hayride, and Summer and Cisco start going back and forth about each other's hair. Jela says that she has really ugly baby hairs, and Summer says, bitch, they look like what you got on top of your head. That was funny as fuck. That was funny as fuck, Summer. And pretty much they just start going at it, cursing at each other. Jayla is just yelling, cursing, F you, B's, I'm better than you, B, F, F, ho, 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 like it was motherfucking Christmas. And that is how this basic ass episode ended. But I want to know what you guys think, and this is the video the YouTube algorithm thinks you should watch next.